7 compromises buyer should never make when buying a home. Each effective home search starts with a list of things to get. Furnished with stock of absolute necessities, buyer will know how to focus his pursuit and perceive a potential home that isn't justified regardless of his chance. In any case, there's a peculiar thing that appears to happen when buyer is somewhere down in the trenches of house chasing. The more he looks, the more extended that list of things to get appears to develop. Be that as it may, sometimes, we have to possess up to the way that he can't have everything. It's inescapable that he will make a few bargains someplace. Furthermore, in nowadays of tight stock and merciless rivalry from different buyers, he may feel compelled to falter far away from home from his holy list of things to get, keeping in mind the end goal to arrive at home. That is okay, it's critical to be adaptable. In any case, there are a couple of times when he totally should take a stand. Here are 7 compromises where buyer will need to delve in his foot-sold areas. 1. Buying a fixer-upper when he truly needs turnkey. Buyer has never swung a sled, has a fear of energy instruments, and constantly imagined himself in something new and sparkly. In any case, that doesn't mean he won't go gaga for an enchanting, extremely old farmhouse that needs a huge amount of work. Presents the point at which he needs to choose. It's an alternative he ought to truly consider in case he is in an exceedingly focused market. Be that as it may, in the event that we don't think his financial balance or his marriage could survive numerous long stretches of change, adhere to his firearms and demand a turnkey home. In the wake of being with buyer for 7 days, we have to take a gander at new development. A significant number of those customers were later thankful for the course adjustment, saying, "We could never have possessed the capacity to have a good time in-house." 2. A decent school area. Regardless of the possibility that buyer doesn't have youngsters, he should ensure the house he is peering toward have attractive schools adjacent. Does it make a difference in case he is not hoping to have a couple of children? All things considered, things can simply change. In any case, regardless of the possibility that they don't, great schools ordinarily mean higher resale esteem. Potential buyers with families will need to be in the correct region. Simply make a point to do his examination and figure out where the home sits in connection to the school area limits. Frequently agents will promote a property as being close such and such school territory, yet not really indicate the area, which can be extremely confounding. It can be a genuine eye-opener if a buyer closes and they're on one side of a fundamental road that is the partitioning line between the top of the line and the most minimal evaluated secondary schools. Go to the school region's site to get your guide of the local limits. 3. The flawed design. Does the home fit buyer's base criteria as far as number of rooms and the stream of the fundamental living regions? If not, check it off his rundown. A military companion, she's moved 12 times in the previous 20 years, buying and selling 9 homes all the while. She lamented that she bargained on format previously. When she truly required 4 rooms, she have gone to 3 and after that wished she hadn't. Indeed, he can add on. In any case, don't utilize that choice as a fallback. Buyer can change a design to make it an open floored design. However, it's significantly harder to change the room and restroom tally. Over the long haul, he could wind up having a considerable measure of issues and going up against a huge money-related endeavor. 4. The neighbors. Amid buyer hunt, don't simply concentrate on the house. He is keen on look at the neighboring homes also. Are the properties well kept or possibility for a scene of hoarders? The state of the properties around him can influence his future resale esteem. Furthermore, they can out and out make him insane. Ensure he look and tune in whenever he visits his imminent home. Buyer can't change the house before he or to the side of him. Also, if there's a whiffing canine each time he is seeing the property, that is something else that he totally can't change. 5. Buyer's financial plan. Buyer has most likely effectively decided the amount he is willing to pay for a home and he shouldn't move on that number. However, he ought to likewise delve in his footwear areas on the extra expenses past the sticker cost. That implies setting a financial plan for his regularly scheduled installments, HOA contribution, utility expenses, and real estate taxes, and adhering to it. Indeed, a bank will give buyer a pre-endorsement and disclose to him how much house he can manage. In any case, this is only one bit of the astound, and the expenses of home ownership can, in any case, arrive in a pile of obligation in case he is not watchful. 6. Drive time. In the event that buyer has officially discovered that he is willing to go up against a 30-minute drive, don't enable himself to be influenced into anything longer. Now and again buyers experience passionate feelings for all the gleaming fancy odds and ends of a house that is an hour from work and need to trade off on what they've let me know from the earliest starting point. Until buyer has really determined the course to and from his potential home and his office, at the circumstances he will be driving, he ought to never consider trading off. In some vast urban areas, being only a couple of miles from the expressway can attach an extra hour of driving. Might buyer be able to deal with that in the wake of a prolonged day in the workplace? Think deliberately before making the give up. 7. Stopping. Discussing buyer auto. On the off chance that he possess one, he completely need an insured spot to stop, regardless of whether that implies an encased carport, a garage, or a pointed stopping. There are numerous groups that now limit outside stopping, visitor spaces, and overnight stopping, which could be a genuine property holder bad dream on the off chance that he need to fight for himself. To maintain a strategic distance from disappointment after he have let the big dog eat, adhere to his weapons about the things that are most essential to him while settling on his decision, and overlook whatever is left of the commotion. For free samples of probates, inherited, foreclosures, absentees, landlord, vacant, code violations, evictions list, visit www.realsupermarket.com.